Hey there, pet enthusiasts! Welcome back to Bark Buddy TV, your go-to guide for getting to know your fur babies even better. Today we're diving deep into the world of Dachshunds, those adorable Wiener dogs that look like they were designed by a committee of very hungry people. But behind their sausage-shaped charm and big dog attitudes lies something every Doxie parent needs to know. These little guys come with some health quirks you'll want to keep an eye on. So grab your pup's favorite squeaky toy, and maybe a snack for yourself, because we're about to break it down in true Bark Buddy style. First up, let's talk spines, because if you've ever owned or even seen a Dachshund, you already know they are basically furry noodles. Their long backs make them prone to something called intervertebral disc disease, or IVDD. It sounds scary, but think of it as the doggy equivalent of throwing out your back while trying to reach the last slice of pizza. IVDD happens when one of the discs between their vertebrae bulges or ruptures, causing pain or even paralysis. The good news? Keeping your Doxie at a healthy weight and discouraging high-impact activities like jumping off furniture can help prevent this. And yes, I'm looking at you, mister. I just leapt off the couch like I'm starring in my own action movie. As a dog expert, I cannot stress enough how important controlled exercise is for these pups. Opt for gentle walks and avoid stairs whenever possible. Think of their backs as delicate suspension bridges, beautifully engineered but not built for heavy traffic or sudden jolts. Next on our list is diabetes, which unfortunately loves to crash the Dachshund party more often than we'd like. This sneaky condition tends to pop up in middle-aged pups who might be carrying a few extra pounds or, let's face it, indulging too much in treats meant for humans. If your doggo starts drinking water like they're preparing for a desert trek or seems unusually tired, it's time to have a chat with your vet. Managing diabetes isn't fun, but trust me, no one wants to deal with a grumpy, hangry Dachshund. Here's a pro tip from yours truly. Regular blood work during routine checkups can catch diabetes early before symptoms become severe. Prevention is key, so resist those puppy dog eyes begging for table scraps. Now, here's where things get a little gross, but hey, nobody said being a pet parent was glamorous. Dachshunds are also predisposed to dental issues including gum disease and tooth decay. Imagine having tiny teeth crammed into a small mouth. It's not exactly spacious real estate in there. Regular brushing. Yes, brushing their teeth, not yours. And professional cleanings can save you from expensive vet bills and ensure your pooch keeps flashing those pearly whites during playtime. Did you know that dental problems don't just affect their mouths? Bacteria from gum infections can travel through the bloodstream, potentially harming vital organs like the heart and kidneys. That's why I always recommend starting oral hygiene early, even if your pup gives you the side eye while you're wielding that toothbrush. And finally, because life wouldn't be complete without a touch of irony, these pint-sized powerhouses are also prone to heart problems, specifically mitral valve disease. Think of it like their hearts working overtime to match their larger-than-life personalities. Early signs include coughing difficulty breathing or just acting plain pooped after minimal activity. Catching this early means managing it effectively, so don't ignore any weird symptoms. You know your pup best. One thing many owners overlook is monitoring respiratory rates at home. A resting rate over 30 breaths per minute could indicate trouble brewing. Keep an ear out for nighttime coughing too. It's often mistaken for kennel cough but could signal something more serious. But wait, there's more! Let's not forget about obesity, which is less of a specific illness and more of a gateway issue for all sorts of other problems. Dachshunds may act like they're starving 24/7, but their metabolism doesn't quite match their appetite. Overfeeding leads to excess weight, which puts additional strain on their already vulnerable backs and joints. Portion control is critical. Measure meals instead of eyeballing them, and opt for nutrient-dense foods rather than filler-heavy kibble. Treats should never exceed 10% of their daily caloric intake. Trust me, your Doxie will still love you even if you cut back on the cheese cubes. Lastly, let's touch on something that might surprise you: skin conditions. These little hot dogs are prone to allergies, both environmental and food-related. Symptoms range from incessant scratching to red, irritated patches on their skin. Identifying triggers can feel like solving a mystery, but working closely with your vet can help pinpoint culprits. Sometimes switching to hypoallergenic shampoos or eliminating certain ingredients from their diet makes all the difference. Remember, a happy Dachshund is one who isn't constantly itching themselves raw. So there you have it, folks. The lowdown on Dachshund health, risks wrapped up in a neat little package. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to keeping your furry friend happy and healthy. Until next time, stay positive and remember, the only thing better than a Dachshund's wagging tail is knowing how to take care of it. Catch you later, humans! Oh, and P.S. if anyone tells you owning a Dachshund is easy, remind them that greatness requires effort. After all, would you expect anything less from a breed nicknamed the Badger Dog?